Madeline Cashew.
I'm Jenna Snyder, and we are going to talk about Native American gaming today, the ethical issues associated with it. So for the sake of our presentation, our audience is going to be members of various board of directors at Native American casinos, and we are an external consulting group.
First and foremost, we'd like to thank you for bringing us back for a second consultation regarding the issues around Native American gaming today. So we have already discussed the legal, financial, and ethical implications, but for this time, we'd like to take the time to address the ethical issues in more detail. With that being said, the ethical question that we have is, do you, as board of directors for Native American casinos, or should you be operating your businesses more ethically? With that being said, what we would like to address right now is that we believe that you can indicate if you're operating your business ethically based on the quality of life for the members of your tribe. Some characteristics of quality of life for the members of your tribe include poverty rates, unemployment rates, crime rates, and high school dropout rates. Currently, Native Americans are the most impoverished ethnic group in America with a poverty rate of 29.1%. Also, Native Americans are currently experiencing high crime rates, high unemployment rates, in addition to high school dropout rates that are relatively high to the percentage for other students. Right now, Native Americans have a 15% high school dropout rate, whereas other students experience only 8%. So we understand and we recognize that Native Americans are already making strides to improve the lives for the members of their tribe. And we see this through the profit distribution of Native American casinos' profits and to their tribal members, and it's also known as pro rata distributions. And we can even go further back, and we notice this from the establishment of Native American casinos in themselves, whose main purpose was to improve the lives on reservations. So now with this in mind, we would like to say that we are coming with a solution that we believe can even better this and take it a step further and even better improve the quality of lives for those on your tribe. With this in mind, we'd now like to address the issue of tribal sovereignty. We understand the importance of remaining sovereign nations, and for that reason, we are providing a solution that we believe will ultimately benefit and help preserve your heritage in the future on your own. In addition to this, we would like to address that we understand our solution is asking a lot. However, we believe that our solution will ultimately benefit and better the lives of those on your reservation. And we believe that the outcomes far outweigh the sacrifices that you will experience. With that being said, we would now like to go more into detail on the solution that we are providing.
So what we are ultimately proposing to ensure that your business is conducting business ethically and also to improve the lives of your tribal members is to adjust your state compacts so that a larger percentage of your revenues is paid to the state governments, in addition to decrease pro rata distributions to the ultimate goal of relinquishing these pro rata distributions. Now you might be sitting here asking yourself, how is an increased payment to the state governments and decreased pro rata distributions going to ultimately impact and improve the lives of your tribal members? We're going to tell you through our two-part solution. The first part of our solution focuses primarily on increased payments to the state government. This is going to improve through lower unemployment and increase incentives for your tribal members. By increasing the state government payments, you will now be able to have your tribal members the ability to use the job that they have, as well as increase the ability to not be reliant upon the pro rata distributions. The increased payments to the state government are also going to provide your tribal members with the ability to have better public safety and better public education. The better public safety and better public education impact your tribal members because only 42,000 tribal members use education within trust land, compared to 1 million students within tribal members that actually use education outside of the tribal trust land. Additionally, safety within Native American land is processed through public safety, and because of this, these are two programs that are vital to your society. The second part of our solution is the decreased pro rata distributions. Now this is going to improve the quality of life for your tribal members through lower unemployment, lower poverty rates, and lower crime rates. We're going to increase the incentives for your tribal members to obtain work because we are no longer providing them with the reliance upon these pro-rata distributions. Additionally, we're going to provide the Native American casinos the ability to have increased retained earnings. These retained earnings will now have the ability to go and be used for community development, such as job training programs that will allow their community members to have careers and not be reliant upon the pro-rata distributions, therefore lowering unemployment. We do acknowledge that there are tribal members who are too old to really go back into the workforce, and because of this, we would like to grandfather them in to the current system. This will provide them with the ability to not have a loss for income, but our solution really primarily focuses on the future. We would also like to address that we acknowledge this is a very large solution, and because of this, we do not want to implement it immediately. We'd like to have a gradual process, but we also acknowledge that not everyone may agree and accept our solution. So because of this, we would like to just paint you a picture as to what would happen if you did not accept our solution.
To paint you a picture of what could happen if you did not implement our solution, we're going to look at the gaming industry in Florida today. Currently, there are 7 casinos owned and operated in the state of Florida. 5 of these casinos are owned and operated by the Seminole Native American tribe. 5 years ago, the Seminoles decided that they wanted to open Native American casinos to provide a better quality of life for the people living on their reservation. In order to open these casinos, the Seminole Native Americans were required to approach the Florida state government and ask to negotiate a compact agreement. One of the terms of this compact agreement was what percentage of their revenues the Seminole Native American tribe would pay to the Florida state government each year. It was agreed that the Seminoles would pay 25% of their revenues to the Florida state government, compared to commercial casinos being a 35% tax bracket in the state of Florida. Now, this is important because the Seminole Native American Compact in the state of Florida expires in July of 2015. There are currently lots of court cases going on in Florida negotiating whether or not the Florida state government will grant the Seminoles an extension of this compact agreement. The Seminoles are currently at risk of closing their casinos because the Florida state government is very reluctant to grant them an extension of this compact agreement. In order to ensure that your casinos operate seamlessly into the future and do not risk closure, we suggest that you implement our solution. Now, in order to show in summation what our solution is ultimately suggesting, we would like to refer to an ancient Chinese proverb. Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, he'll eat for life. We are ultimately asking that you change your compact agreements to ensure that your tribal members are not solely reliant on casino profits in order to make a living. We want you to adjust your compact agreements so your tribal members will become more self-reliant. A good example of this is Foxwoods Casinos in the state of Connecticut. Foxwoods Casinos is a casino owned by Native Americans that does distribute their profits to their Native American members. In 2009, Foxwoods was able to give each member of their tribe $100,000 worth of income that year. But in 2010, due to increased competition in the gaming industry, Foxwoods incurred $2 billion worth of debt and was unable to give their tribal members any money that year. You cannot go from $100,000 worth of income in one year to $0 worth of income in the next year without having any other type of job or any other type of income. So to ensure that your business operates in the future and to ensure that your tribal members are living a life with the highest quality of life possible, we suggest that you implement our solution. Thank you.
Thank you.